Alright, Hollow Knight time. Bugs for bug, playing through Hollow Knight. I'm going to try and go for 112%. See if it happens. This was the first time I played it, and yeah, it's time. Yes, with the release of Silksong, it's time to get into it. I want to play Hollow Knight before I play any Silksong or anything like that. I think it will be better to get into the flow. Monomon the teacher. Hope she doesn't have some big ass jellyfish near her. Would be unfortunate. Let me in! Let me in, goddammit! It's not letting me hit anything! Yeah, I see the shoes, I see the money. I see the shoes, I see the money. I feel like I am supposed to be able to move. What the hell is happening? Am I tripping? Yeah, that's working. What? No active controller. Keyboard. Oh! Right. Goofy R controls, man. Z? Nah. Not having any of this bullshit. That can be E. Focus is shift. Inventory can be... Shit's not going to be I. That can be Q, so it's mapped. Quick map. Yeah, I'm happy with that being tab. Super dash, do now. I wanted super dash to be this bottom one. Cast to be this one, and dream now I put this one. Okay, so jump, yeah, attack. I don't have a left click. Oh, that's right, I usually dash with left click, and then inventory is with E, and then map can be Q. Yeah, so that means I'll be moving like that. That's shift. Quick cast and cast. I think this one gets used more, which is ideal. Dream now you don't use a lot, that's fine. C dash can be button 4. Just gotta remember that. I'm gonna call it Crystal Dash, C Dash. Usually I bind it to C, but I want it to try and like show up on things. I think that's fine. I think that should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Alright. King's Pass. I have not played this game in a while. I should come a streamer called Fireborn. Let's go play this game. I feel like I'll think I'm better than I am, which is not true. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the main stress. Mood. 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 I gotta get used to like how far the jump is. This is cool. I feel like I'm very bad at doing the down slash wall because like you need to hit. Can I mute Fury again? Yeah, I feel like he needs a dash. I feel like I'm very bad at doing pogoing. E. Oh, you can't open it like that. Yeah, I just need to like be clicking while I'm here. Hello, Elderbug. Hello, Elderbug.
Madaula.
Hello there, traveller. I'm afraid there's only me left to offer welcome. Our town's full of piracy. All disappeared, headed down the well into caverns below. Great thing down below. Wealth, glory, now it's all. Not ideal. Did I get any charms? Isolda. I think I need to find Conifer at least once first. Down the well. I'll get the map first, so that I can refer to where I'm going. But the kind of natural way to go is left through this room.
Oh, don't touch that.
Don't touch that. Fondness for exploring. We're exquisitely lucky, you and I. Cartographer. I would like to get a map. Yes.
Choco, correct this.
She's saying, so now the shop's open. So how the map works in this game is like as you explore rooms, it shows you exactly. So since I haven't so all the ones that are kind of penciled in, like every room so far, is not confirmed because I haven't sat at a bench yet. So the map is only updated when you sit at a bench, which I know there's a bench near here. So that's where I'm gonna go. This is one of the hot springs. They refill all your health and your soul. So if my health and soul wasn't at full, then we should see now the map is not updated. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I might need to explore now. I swear it looks different. And once you've done an arena once, you don't have to do it again. Like it doesn't lock you in. When you're in the air, so like using the down and up buttons to look up and down. So when I'm in the air and up and down, I do down swing, which can do upwards momentum if you're hitting stuff upward. So like with this guy, if I'm hitting, like looking down, I'll swing down. Also works enemies. And if you're not pushing, like if it's not pushing you upwards by down swinging, if you're up swinging, you can push them above you, which can get and then you can also pogo background stuff. So like, back up here, go like that. Soul will always give you 3 hearts in your life. They're called life. Not life blood. Life hearts? These guys jump. So it's good to like not jump and step. This is which is the milk, as some people call it, this thing here. This is what you use for healing and for shooting spells, which we don't have any spells yet. Spells are gotten or gained through doing bosses. which this is one. This is considered this area. Those guys charge through. And then in here is Sly, and he's infected with the radiance.
Title. Oh, whoopa.
But we woke him up. And he is the shopkeeper.
Divolem, mas.
And now that we've got him, he will be in Dirtmouth, and you can buy things off him. So see the fact that I like left the room. Can't get up that entire badge. Or I could. There is ways to get up there, but they're kind of like not cheating. But I guess let me just make sure this is recording. Seems to be getting all my inputs too, so I think that's fine. Hopefully. So at the moment, I'm trying to go to, you can't see it, but if you see, so I came in from where it says Dirtmouth, there is the well I came down. I then went to the left of that room, that was the big room that I dropped down, and then the kind of mosquito looking face, that's where Cornifer was, and then from the right of there I went through all those rooms, came out into that kind of, I don't know, like spleen looking room in the bottom right corner, and that's where I got Sly, and then now I'm going up from there, and I'm going to go up until I hit that. I think I'm gonna go up until I hit the hump, that like hump room there, and then I want to go left, and that will get me the Stag Station, the Forgotten Crossroads, and then I want to come back down and go to the left towards that big face that's like in the middle there. That's the first boss, False Night. And then after False Night, you do a little, there's like this arena kind of thing to get the first spell. That's what I'm going for. You need the first spell to get into the next area, which is called Green. This is a new enemy that spits his babies at you. It's Bebes. It's Bebes. Bebes. Ah, shit. Oh, me bombo clad. Me bombo pussy was clad. Cash moolah. And I just fell away. Oh my god. This over there is this here is a train sign. A tram sign. No. So the trams put you through different locations. It's kind of hard to show, but the trams send you, that tram specifically would send you over to a place called, I think that one goes to the resting grounds, which is like a graveyard kind of place, and this is the grub that you see you can reach, and that's how you reach them, by down slashing, which like jumps you off the spikes. So that's a way you can get across some spikes if you time it, but you can't just spam click if I was to pogo here, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it would set me up. So you kind of need dash here or a very specific jump. Not good enough to do a very specific. So this guy has a spear that you can block with. You can't block from the top. So you can kind of just... But you need to make sure when you're pogoing, you're not going like spamming, because that won't give you enough time. You need to go click, 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 like a tempo. So now, I've made my way from that hump room over to the left, in an area you can't see yet. Okay, actually, I don't know if I don't know, there's a big enemy down there. I want to find a bench first, because bench is like saving positions. So that sign that I broke that you might have seen, that shows you that you're near the stack station. Oh, you know why it's not doing the map, because I haven't bought, you need to buy a quill off Isolde to do the map. So this is a stag, so these are like fast travel, like trains. This is the first one that you should unlock. And then you just bring it up. Okay, I'll pull it up. I'd have to add yeah, he hasn't done it. But we'll go back to Dirtmouth, which this is initially locked. So from any other stag station, this will be unlocked. But initially you have to go here once and flip that lever to open the door. And now we're here. So this is Isolde and Conifer's shop. She kind of got like,
Numa, Desiree?
Bunda.
Bapanada.
Steel. So this shows you where, this compass shows you where on the map you are, which it's very good if you don't know what rooms are what. So I would suggest you put this on, but I'm not going to get it right now because I'm going to get this quill, because this takes a notch cost, which I'll show you what that means in a second. But I'm going to get the quill, which will make me be able to map. So I'd suggest if you don't have enough money, get the quill first. These don't really matter too much until you have a decent amount of money. This is good if you, like, these pins will show you, so if you buy them, they'll pop up on your map and show you where all the benches you found are, all the lifebloods you found are, where all the vendors you found are. This is not as helpful because most of the vendors are in Dirtmouth, but it's still good to buy. This will show you where all the stagways are, this will show you where all the hot springs are, and these you can just place if you want. But I'll tell you what the Wayward Compass does now. So you go over here, and I don't actually have any to show you yet. By the way, to interact with all this stuff, I'm pressing W, which you should be able to see. But it said map updated there at the bottom. So if, yeah, so when I'm using W to do this. At the moment, because I have no charms, you can't see. So I'll explain that more when I get some charms. But this is the map that I have so far. So we can see that I have King's Pass is where I started. I wonder if I can. No. So King's Pass is where I started, which is like on that side there. Then into Dirtmouth. Then this is what I was talking about. The proper, like, shaded in bits are bits that you have to go into a room for it to be properly, like, found. Whereas because I bought the map off Conifer, they're the bits that look penciled in. So I haven't actually been in those rooms yet. So you'll see that from Dirtmouth, I dropped down, went down the big tunnel, and then I went right in up, which gave me into that little hot spring room that kind of looks like a little, like, bug face with little antlers below the big bug with like huge horns. And then I kept going right from there, found that little spleen room that I was talking about before, went straight along, and then there's that big room with the little huts. That's where I found Sly and fought the Gruz mother, that boss. And I went back, I went up into that long rectangle room, and then I went up at the top, went out from there, and then that little like room that kind of looks like, it's hard to describe it without being able to use. It's in the middle. It's below the hump, which is. It kind of looks like a key. It's like a little doorway with a small thing coming off it. It's above the in Forgotten Crossroads. That's where the stag was. So now I'm going to make my way over to False Night, which is the big thing in the middle with the horns. So I'm going to go down and then to the right to get that way, which I think is what I can do. But I also have a suspicion that I did not unlock something correctly, which we'll see. We will see. At the moment, I'm just killing everything to get all the money I can. This is Black Egg Temple, where we will meet your second favorite character for the first time. I think he should be here. Quirrell! So this is the thing that we saw at the start of the game. The 3 masks. Quirrell.
Goa,
Hello there.
Mac.
How delightful to meet another traveler on these forgotten roads. You're a short one, but you have a strong look about you. I'm Quirrell! I have something of an obsession with uncharted places. This ancient kingdom has many fascinating mysteries, and one of the most intriguing of them is standing right before us. Great stone egg lying in the corpse of an ancient kingdom. And this egg, is it warm? Certainly gives off a unique air. Can it be opened? I do so love mystery. Yada yada yada. Quirrell, I hope he likes lakes. That's all I'm gonna say. I like lakes. Yeah, lakes are pretty good. It's just these guys. These guys are pretty easily, like, if you're just hitting them straight on like this, like, you have to hit pretty quickly or in a good rhythm to hit them back, but a better way to deal with them is what I was doing before, which is by jumping over them. Those big stalagmites that tend to fall and try and fall on you, so be careful with that. This room that we're in right now is that, like, drop down room, so I could go to the side here and I'd be at a dead end in that little room to the top right that has that little bulb on the end. And I know that there's a husk, which is one of the big guys in here, and they hit for 2 damage. Slap it. Go in, get 1 hit, dodge back. So you're fighting out there. So you don't. The main thing when playing these type of games is to not get greedy. So if you try and go for 2 hits, you're probably going to get hit yourself. What's down here? What is down here? Actually, I think this is an entrance to Crystal Peaks. So this is another area. Like if you see on the map, you can't really see it at the moment. But if I go to my inventory here, there's different sections to the map. This is in Crystal Peaks. One of those. Myla! Oh, she's singing a song. Oh, she's come to get wealthy. Sure hope she remains happy and healthy the entire game. That would be so good. And nothing bad. And then we go up here, and as far as I know, this is dark. So this when grounds shake like that, you need a spell called Desolate Dive to get through them, which is not a spell. And Soul Totem, which I have full souls, so I don't need that. So because there was that the shaky floor, there is a way to go through there. I don't have the spells to do it yet, so there's nothing to do. So let's go through here, because we came from up that way. And now we're in the hump room. This is the hump room. So from the hump room, I want to go down to get to the false room, but I'm still doing a bit of an explore. So here I'm trying to pogo over them. I think this room just goes, so these guys jump, remember? So it's best to just swing up. These guys dash. So those guys are easy, just... The long guys are easy because you can just stand still and slash up, whereas the ones that dash, so these guys dash a small way, whereas the ones with the ones dash a big distance. They're better to jump. You can even, if you time it right, keep jumping and stay in the air. So that's another one where you can't reach until you dash. So the biggest class, let's say, that's to not get greedy with it. Like, most of the time, just go for one hit. One piece. Yeah, so now I'm back in that really long room on the left. I don't want to be here. Go back through this room, which I just fought all these guys, so I could fight them again. Some enemies, like, you remember that there was one of those, like, kind of, like, chubby dudes that was in this room before. Some enemies will respawn, other enemies won't respawn. But I think maybe all enemies respawn when you sit at a bench. Because there was like rhino enemies and whatnot in this room. So all those guys respawned and none of the bigger ones respawned. Okay, this is the problem that I was hoping would happen. I need that lever to open this way through. Which means that I need to go all the way back around the way I came before I used the stag. So the quickest way to get back will be to go back up to Dirtmouth and use the stag to get back to that kind of key I was talking about before. So and I will also buy the compass charm because I don't have any other charms at the moment, so it doesn't matter if I'm using the compass charm, but in the future, like, the charm slots, you only get a limited amount of charm slots for the entire game. So using it on something like a compass is fine if you don't know who you are, but I know I am most of the time. So it's not worth it once I want to use charms for, like, attacking.
Papa nada.
For now, I will buy that. It will become easier to explain once I get some of the other stuff. But so for charms, you need to sit at a bench to equip them, and this should also update my map. So here's the charm menu. So there's this many charms in the game, and see under the notches how it has 3 like little things, and this one costs 1 little thing. You'll see under like above its photo. So I press space to equip it. And now I've used one of those 3 notches. So if I had something that cost 3 that was really good, I would take this off and have to put it on 3. So now, if I go over to the map, you'll see that I can see exactly where I am, which is helpful. for explaining to you, but it's not something that I do if I wanted to use. I am a big Let's fill in space. Just 7, it's not worth it. So now you can see that I'm down here. This was the little keyhole room I was telling you about. So now I want to go up one thing and over to the left to get to the boss. Should be through here. Bomboclad. 6 Bomborasclad Steven. Oh my. Oh, could not have fallen forward. Oh my days. The other thing about this game is it kind of has jump night, which but if if I tap space like that, I do a tiny jump, whereas if I hold space, I do a big jump. Another one of these dudes. See? So there I got greedy, hit me, and he does 2 damage. So you also like you slowly get a feel for how far you can swim. Charms in the game that will upgrade how far you can swim. But they are for later. So don't worry about it just now. Oh, and he's thrown. This area is one of the areas that, like, see how it's a huge long tunnel. It's kind of like, oh, how you ever meant to get through there. Later in the game, you get an ability that will let you just dash whichever, like, horizontally. Oh, this is a scary situation. And I'm losing a lot of health. That will let you dash until you hit another wall. So that's something for later. Anyway, so this is the first boss room. So I'm in that room with the big skull that I was talking about. Kind of looks like my face. And this is pretty, like, if you see a room like this, it's gonna be a boss arena. Just as soon as it is. So there's these little dudes, which the boss arena doesn't start until you're, like, there's a trigger when you get far enough into the arena. Here he is. This dude jumps towards the ledges, and then he'll ready his thing and do an attack, which sends a shot. You want to back up and jump. Oh, and then here is the light bulb. So you can either use this time to hit the head, or and after you hit once, every time you hit, like, his head, he'll detonate. He also does a big jump as well. So it's kind of hard to tell, like, when he does the jump, you see him ready. It's like hitting more. I could be using this time to hit if I wanted to. Then if you touch it, so up smash hit. And then yeah, he's doing a big jump attack. This one's gonna have a wave. If he's not jumping, he's ready at the back of his head. See a wave. This one's a big attack because he was ready at his head. And here, his head's going down. So I can, or so one stand and stay forever. So he was just a little dude in all that armor. And then this is actually a bug. Bug. Which you can't do anything with. It's just a cool little fact. But he was like, it was this little white thing in a massive suit of armor. Anyway, and then you can come up here, and there's a big chest. Lots of money. Money, money, money. Must be funny in a rich man's world. So that was that room. Now I'm going to the left, because I know over here there's something we can do, which is up here, to get the first spell of the game, which is just like a fireball. Well, no, it's not called that. But oh, so these refill your full health, but not your full soul. So if you have full soul, don't heal before sitting on a bench, like I almost just did. So this is Ancestral Mound. So we're going to talk to this motherfucker.
Oh, Malama too.
And he's going to say some shit. He's a shaman. And he's going to give us this.
Bueno, nin mea.
He's going to give us a spell for free.
Bueno, nin
I'm sure there
mea.
won't be any repercussions for this. Like, that's what it's colloquially called, but it's called something else. Vengeful Spirit. That's MAS. And to do this, so I've been using left shift this whole time to heal, but if I just tap, like just one tap, so to stand up, you just have to press it.
Oh, Luis Simba, man.
So he gave me the spell, but he's saying that his whole home is infested with bees, so I have to clear it out for him. Yeah, it's telling me to tap it to use the spell, but I don't do that yet. So these guys roll towards you. Lots of bones. So they can roll back towards you too. So I'll also try and show you. So you can either pogo over them, but here would not be good to pogo over because I can't jump. So if I up slash when they're rolling at me, they'll go over me. Another thing I can try and show you is, see, I can stay off the spikes by pogoing at the right time. But I have to do it at the right time. Oh, well, that's another thing. If you're near there and you hit an enemy, it will give you a little bit of knockback. Unless you're like steadied against something, like you're swinging while you're standing on the ground. So I just used a lot of soul, which is not a big deal, because I want to use the soul. Now this is not the main way to go. I'm just going this way because I think there's some geoblocks up here which will be tiny. Lifeblood, you have to kill those little bull boars that I just missed. Bull boar. There's also a dude. Where the hell? Where did they go? Oh, they're here. So you have to kill them to get the oh, I just used the spell by accident. To get the blue hearts. So this dude, I get too close to him, he's unkillable. If I stay for a while, that now I have no soul right. So then sometimes he shoots out these dudes, which can give you more soul. And if you're struggling with killing those dudes while he's shooting the fireball, fireballs, you can say he shot that, and I don't want him to shoot the fireballs. So you can also not, you don't take contact damage if you try and run into him. So I can just move nice and close to him. Here I get Soul Catcher. I can just get nice and close to him. Now Soul Catcher is a very good charm. So I cleared his-
Namino.
So, okay. And now I can try and chop his head off because it's very rude to me. So, now I'm going to look at the new charm I just got, which is this one. So this one takes 2, so I'll keep the compass on for now. But it increases the amount of soul I get when I'm hitting things. So because I can use the soul for healing and spells now, if I get that, just makes it so I get more soul every time I hit something with my soul in which is it's one of the best things. And because I've already seen Conifer, he'll tell me that he's moved on. And so if you see Conifer once after a while, or I think it's a set amount of rooms that you visit, he'll go away. And then if you didn't buy his map from him, you can go to the shop in Darkmouth and get it from him. Now I know that down here, the only things that happen down here is there's an entrance to 2 other areas that we can't get to yet because they are blocked by acid, or you need dash or something like that. So the next thing I'm going to do, which I would maybe not suggest for you because this is not the ideal route. So the best place to go next is through here. This would get you to this gets you to Green Path, which is where you need to go next. But I want to not go to Green Path. I want to go through that doorway. So there's a optional boss that there's an optional boss that I just know is there that I'm gonna go try and find. I'm also gonna try. I have much soul for this area. So here, what I need to be doing is down slashing off the side of these things, and then just dropping down through there. So here it's gonna tell me. Oh wait, there's something here. Oh, okay. So here it's gonna tell me to, if I hold S, I can look down. So I can't tell what was gonna be down there. So I hold S and I look down, and then you do it again, and you can see that you'd be fine to drop just here. Breaks, and this is just, what is this? Oh, that's just a soul food, so that just gives me a soul. And up here is, that's a floor that breaks, you can see it like that. Just a geo rock. And here is a boss. You can see all his dead friends in the background. Through here. Wink, I'll let you I always have see, he swings and then jumps over like that. But you can see there. So you can never that, you need to not be on that half of the arena, which is so you kind of need to stay close to her. I think it's her. You need to stay close to her without staying too close to her. To hope I don't get hit here. Praying. So now you can see what happens when you do that. So you respawn at the last, map point that you sat in, which is quite far away, actually. Last bench that you sat in is where you used to be. And I can see that little black version of me with the wide eyes. That's where my death point is. And you will also see that I can't get as much soul. And that I have no money. So to be able to have all my soul and to get my money back, you need to kill your it's called a shade. You need to kill your shade. Okay, well, this is not a good shade, so I should go here, here, here. Okay, now try to kill some of these. Yeah. So you need to kill your shade, which is the black version, to be able to get your money back and get your soul back. And if you die before killing yourself, got all my stuff back, then you lose your money if you kill yourself. The strat is to stay close, not close enough that you get hit so that you can code over. Very nice. So that boss is a lot harder than it looks, I will say. But it's all about, like, this game is all about, like, learning how to do it. And I fought that boss quite a lot of times. So that was a life shard. Like mask shard. Which gives you, once you get 4 mask shards, you get an extra, like, heart or mask, which just gives you 1 extra health. And you can get those shards from a bunch of places, such as you can buy them from the shop, which I actually haven't checked out the shop, and I have a lot of money, so I might go there. So we'll go check out the shop. The other thing is the grubfather. So this dude gives you rewards based on how many grubs. So he's just going to give you money. Right now. And for every grub that you collect, I think it's every grub, he'll give you like money, or he'll give you a mask shard, or he'll give you a unique charm, yada yada yada, whole bunch of shit. So, like, it's not that worth it to go and check it all the time, but, you know, it's, like, every now and then, once you know you've collected a couple of logs, it's good to go a look-see to see if he's got, because it gives you quite a bit of money. Another thing I should mention is I think that once you've gotten a rock, like a, most of Forgotten Crossroads. Once you've got an Ageo Rock, I don't think they're very small. Anyway, this is Sly.
Divolem,
Shopkeeper.
mas.
So he
Patmos,
sells
Gio.
music. So like Mars Shard. So that gets you, if you get 4 of them, which I have 1, you'll get an extra heart. This is Vessel. So from Full Soul, I think you get 4 casts or 4 heals. And if you get these Vessel fragments, so each 3 makes up a new Soul Vessel, they'll give you an extra like cast. So if I got 3 of these, I'd be able to cast heal 5 masks or cast 5 times on Full Soul, and you can get a total of 9 of these, which gives you 3 extra things. I'm gonna buy that, so you can see I have half.
Patmos, Gio.
So he sells another one, but I can't afford that yet. Simple Key, these we haven't really seen them yet. So let's see here. This attracts Geo towards you, which is okay, but I feel like you get enough Geo throughout the game that you don't really need this. This means that you have more iframes, which means that when you get hit, you can't immediately get hit after. This makes that like time longer. This is a lantern, which is that you'll find some places such as Crystal Peaks or stuff like that are very dark. You need this item to be able to see it all. This is Rancid Egg. The only thing Rancid Eggs can be used for is in a shop to, like if I run all the way to the right here, I will eventually find a locked door that you need to get a simple key to open, like the one he's selling. And in there, you'll be able to give someone named Gigi a Rancid Egg, and she will call your shade back to that shop, which means that if you think your shade is really far away, or you think, oh my god, there's no way I'm going to get back to my shade without dying, and I'm about to lose all my money, then you can go to her and give her 1 Rancid Egg, and she will here what I'm doing is I'm going to play the path, which you can see by all this grass and stuff like that. Oh my god, the world record? Holy shit. Oh. There's like, each time there's like a 50-50 chance to do a blue guy or like a fireball, like little yellow thing. That's acid down there. That will like reset you as if you hit spikes. Yeah, so he has a 50-50 chance each time. So it's like really lucky to get multiple fireballs. I don't know what the world record is, but I was watching a video today. They had like 9, 10. These are some enemies in Green Path. So usually each different area will have a different like enemy types in them. And these guys explode into a mist that if I had a mist, and then after you kill them, you go again. That would have hit me, and I fell onto him. They're good, but they only like drop one thing. It's called Jet. These guys just charge, they don't blow up. So that shows you what the acid does. And that shows you what the acid does. Just wanted to reiterate so you knew. So what I'm going to try and do is jump. So you can fireball anywhere in the air, and then also you can fireball in the air. Just try and see. So you can see the spikes in the ground. That's it. If you fireball in the air, it'll hold you in that position. so I don't have the map for this area yet, which means I either need to sit in a bench, which I'm pretty sure is a bench up here. And now the map is updated, so now we have green time. Oh, no. Okay, so I need to go buy the map, and that's the sneak. So I need to find Confa, which I don't know where he is, but eventually we will. Oh, Haunted! Silk Song reference! So, here, obviously it's just too far out of the way to reach. But if I wanted to, I could get full song. And I could go. I've never done this before. Let's see how it locks you in the air. So, do it at right time, and switch around, and you can actually get up here. But that's not the way the game is meant to be played, and I'm also so these guys like aim at you. Oh, me bomb boy clad. Those guys aim at you and then they dash. So for that you either need to move, keep moving forward, or you need to hit them back. Let's go over and see what this one does. Blow up! Check the papers. I think this is an entrance to these vines. Now, I think before I am that if he was under this,
Hungry Mopta.
I've been to all these rooms already. Still to go. That room that has like the 3 pillars in it, to the very left, that's where Holden is at. I can't get up there without that shit. If you can't... Oh, wait. Okay. So if you can't get somewhere, best assumption is you need dash. So like, it's always good to try and get places, but... So that was the block. It's not like, don't like try and prove this stuff. If you can't get somewhere, through here. This is all these teeth. You got a spindly ass body.
Spura puppies.
Yeah, so he's gonna say a bunch of shit, and we're gonna split this thing up. So this, the Hunter's Journal, is in your menu. Let's see. And I can go to this, and this will tell me about the enemies I killed. So here it gives a basic description, and then it says I need to kill 27 more of these and I get a better description. 8 of these to get a better example, etc., etc. So here it says defeat 2 more, but you might be going, oh, how do I do that if there's only 1 ever? Because it's a boss, which I think you need to do that in something called the Pantheon, which is much later. So don't worry about that. Those you can kill, those you can kill. Those respawn, those respawn, those respawn. All of these respawn. See, that dude I only had to kill once. So you get his full description. So he was a maggot that was inside stolen armor. Then there's all these dudes. These dudes, these dudes, these dudes. That's the Broodling Monarch. So that was actually like one of the last of its kind, and I killed it. Not a deal. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway. So let's look at this down. And that's a mistake. Yep. Not fucking ideal because if I fail one jump here, oh, Barpanada. Okay, these guys, I know these guys shoot in like an X pattern from where they are. So you just never want to be standing on their back. So you either want to be hitting them, you want to hit them from one of the cardboard directions. Oh, fuck. Now, I don't know, it's kind of because I know with Green Path you kind of just go to the left, and you eventually end up either not being able to go any further because you don't have dash, or going the way that you're so, this is more. I don't really want to go down there just yet because I know that's not the way I'm meant to be going. See how it just kind of says keep going left until you get to the front because if I go down there, like the main, if I'm gonna be able to do something, the main thing I'm going to have dash. The best bet is kind of just towards this is going to have dashing moves that the best bet is to do so because he got away from the spawn. So you need to, your best bet with these dudes is jump up, hit them, and try and chase out them. And if you have an assault, just beat them. I can't go there because I need a dash. Ideal. And by the way, you can stop holding shift over here. So if I want to be here and I held shift for not long enough, so you waste it. So commit to the heal once you've done the heal, otherwise oh, Hornet. So these, with those guys, it's like you kind of just have to hit right before they're gonna hit you. And then keep running, don't pause. So there you can see another place that if I had dash I'd be able to get over. So it's kind of like, in my opinion, dash is the best thing you can early game because it just is the first big movement thing, and like there's so much to explore. but eventually what you'll figure out is that a lot of the places that you want to explore, you dash to fully explore. So you'll end up going into rooms and only half finishing rooms. Fuck. Yeah, you'll end up going into rooms and only half finishing rooms because you use dash to get all the way through. And then by then, yeah, so here I have to pay a little time to open this up. Which will mean got that all upstairs. So yeah. What you don't want to do, in my opinion, is go into some of these rooms in Green Path and not be able to do them because I prefer just bum rush dash. Because Hornet's not that hard of a fight once you know what to do. This dude's diagonals. Me, something's over here. I don't know what it is. Oh, this was the room that we were in before. Oh, don't tell me. I think all my so that was definitely because the spell, the fireball, hits through. So I think this is a way, so like you'll see how if I kept going right here, I'll meet back up at that room that I was at before. That room I wasn't able to get to because I didn't have dashing. So this is just a shorter way of traveling in the future once you dash, but keyword there once you dash. So that's gonna happen first. And the other thing I know is that somewhere around here, I feel like I missed it. There is a stag station. I'd say right now. One of the main things I can tell is because there's no, I can always see where an exit to a room is on the map. I can tell that there's no exits to the left. I know there's no stag station. Now I know that that exit to the top over there is, like, I know this is a renal, so if I go in here I'll have to go find it, which is fine. This dude has a shield, so I need to either use my spells or like this, but you see that sometimes he's ready for it. And he does double dashes. So I wait for him to do his dashes. Once he's prepared to do his dash, I was able to go and if I kept going this way, I'd be able to go up and I'd be able to go. Actually, no, good. So there's another, like we did Broodmoon Mother, Broodmoon Moloch and Grudmother. There's another boss up here who's not marked on the map, but he's not a story boss. Like some bosses like False Knight and hornet you need to kill, otherwise you won't get like a thing that you need to move forward. But for example, if I didn't have Vengeful Spirit, I wouldn't be able to get past those boulders. There is ways, but not for beginners. Not even for anyway. So if I went over here, I'd be going to what's it called? Dirtmouth. There's a place in the above Grimpath and left of Dirtmouth called I don't know. It's called something I don't remember. Howling Cliffs. Which I don't care to go to because I like to have dash run with it. Okay, he's zonked. And he's getting shot by and he's gonna die if I leave this room, so I'm gonna help him out. He's Fly King. He's the king of all the flies. He's gonna dash at me, and there you want to pogo. Doesn't scream, but he opens his so these star passes compared to how much damage your spells do. So old man Zote. He's saying that he would have been able to kill it, he wouldn't, he would have died. So I left him. I know who he is. I know how much. Do you know who I am? You know how much I sacrificed? Yep. So now we're gonna go here. I have a feeling that we might have actually had to go that way. I'm not entirely sure. Another one of those, and okay, so another couple of these. So I see they're ready to swim. They go. Correct. Early swim. So now, right before he swims, I see he can place his swing. Otherwise, see how he puts his foot up and see how he jumps back and then swims. So I need to wait for him to prepare his swim. He was prepared, so just gonna kill him. So this is not a situation you want to be in. Now, oh my god. I was gonna say now I've like gone a long way away from the bench. And right. But I think I should be able to ease unless I get hit like that. People beat this game in 2 hours. Once. I think under 2 hours, I'm not sure. Yep, so I'm trying to get to an exit left. So if I should go up here and then go to the left instead. So I want to try and exit here. So now I'm in this room. Okay, so I did need to go around there because I can't cut that wire and I can't jump up that high. So I need to go and do that whole circuit that I just did. I need to go. So, oh, and this is just miserable. So that was a really not good place to die because now this dude's here, but I don't have to fight him because I already once you've done it, like last time it locked me. But once you've been locked in, except for like actual bosses, so they're like that's an arena style fight where it locks you in. And once you've done the arena style fight once, it doesn't force you to do it again, so you can just run past them. But you have to like finish the arena fight, like survive and go on the other side in order to not do it again. However, with bosses, it doesn't work like that. Although, I guess bosses never respawn, so of course it doesn't work like that. So now I'm back in this room, so I want to kind of just dodge these guys for now and make sure I open this so I can always get back up here. And here, this is what I was going for. So now, if my dude moves, you can see there's an exit down, there's a transition down here. So I want to go down here because it said that there was a stagway this way, which stagways always have a bench, except for one. One does not have a bench. And this shows me that there's a stagway, which I want to pay to open, because then I can always come back here. Ring him, I can show up, but I don't want to go anywhere else right now. And we can see that there's no other transitions in this room. It just goes up and down and to the left. Stagway. So not much to do here. So now, I'm going to go through here, and to the left of here is that corner room I was talking about before. So now we're going to fight her. So once I go through here, it starts the fight.
Drossy Kalimo.
Drosti Kalimo.
Garama!
Garama! Ha! Ha!
Shaw!
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 Ha! 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 Shaw!
Shaw!
Shaw! Shaw!
Shaw!
Shaw!
Shaw!
Shaw!
So those moments of like kind of just standing there, they're intended to let you heal. But I'm not doing it because I know she's only like you only have to do like 6 or so firewalls to kill her, which is not that. It's not that bad. I didn't explain her moves in that like while I was doing that, so I was kind of focusing. But she has a couple moves. One is that she'll just be standing here and she'll dash across. Well, let me pick this up first. So this is dash, which I've put on my right click, which is a bit weird. A lot of people put it on E, but I like having it like dash, jumping, and swinging your nails. The 3 things you do the most. And I feel like spacebar, left click, right click is pretty easy to understand. So like, let's watch this cutscene first. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. And those are the masks that we saw. And they Miku beamed me just then. Anyway, so now I have dash. So you can dash left or right. And if you jump, you can also do it whenever you want. It has about a 1 second cooldown before you can do it again. You can see I'm just right clicking to do that. So, the Hornet fight. So when she can do one thing where she like goes Cha or whatever, and then she dashes towards you, and she'll just find wherever the opposition is then, and then go straight to that like position real quick. She can also be in the air and do a diagonal down straight towards you, which if you're right on the wall, she'll like jump on the wall and then jump a bit out of it. So don't like expect her to just be right. So if you are standing right here and you're expecting her just to dash right to here from while she's in midair, then don't expect, and you move here, don't expect to not get hit because she'll move away from you a little bit. Another one she does is she stands still and she throws her needle, and what you want to do there is you want to jump over the needle, get 1 or 2 hits, probably 1 if you're learning, and then you want to jump back over the needle as it comes back. Then she'll also do another thing where she stops in midair and she'll do an AoE attack with the string. This is old man, I don't know. And here, I think that's all it actually does. So now I can dash there. So that you doesn't look like you can get to, but what you can do to get to that is you can jump up here and then dash. And as you can see, I can get over here. I'm going to try going this. I think this is the only way out because there's no other transitions in the room. And dash makes moving a lot quicker. Bench in here. Oh my god! Oh my god! I forgot he was here. Quara!
Goa, nu doila, Mac.
I hardly believe these dusty old highways led to such a lovely, luscious place. This building suggests some form of worship, though its idol has clearly been long forgotten. Doubles equally well as being impressed by. Quara! I hope you like legs, Quara! And you'll also notice that his mask looks kind of familiar. Looks like, I don't know, must have seen somewhere else in the past. Right, let's fight this thing. So, dash back. He's ready his attack. His attack. Throws me off when he does that. Here, big lake of acid, so can't do much about that. Shape Lake of Un. The other thing about having a long run cook is that you can actually blitz through the place. I don't know where I'm meant to go. Oh, it's because... No, it is. It's because even though this isn't showing any other transitions out of the room, if I go this way, there'll be a little hidden floor, a break, and then normal. Now, this is kind of where it branches out. You can do what you want, but the next place I'm going to try and go is down. So in the overall map, you'll see we're in the green path right now, and I'm going to do a little bit of exploring. For instance, there's that room that you can see there's 2. There's like obviously a room missing between where it says green path and to the left of that. I'm going to check that out and do some of the rooms around there. Then there's like the bottommost transition out of the bottom of green path. I'm going to head to that next. After I check that out. So I need to go right out of this room, then I need to go down, and then I need to go first room. Oh, fucking hell. So and then here you can dash after to get and I know these guys they're hiding a geo rock. That was bad. This is not bad. Now, I know there's a second one there. think there's a second. Yeah. Oh, there's so many rocks. I do not think I can confidently beat up. So, I am gonna go sit on the bench. Which I know there's a bench down here. I'm also going to go spend some of my money. Because I like to be able to see where stuff is. I think it'll be helpful for me figuring things out too. So, like, once you get Dash, there's a couple places you can go, but, like, Dash is, like, that is the first thing. So, I could buy that, but I actually don't want to buy that. I will. In time, I'm going to go to Soldier Shop, and you can see Zote standing there now.
Va for nada.
And I want to buy all these. So you can see what I'm talking about. This one's not as important because there's only like 6 of these on the map. This one's also not super important because most of them are just going to be in Dirtmouth at the moment. This one I think is important, so I'm going to buy that one. And these 3 at the moment are not super important, so I'm going to buy them later when I have more money. And so let's see what is here. Why are you hiding in the shadows? Dingy little village, dingy. So it's like very cocky and full of himself. So I'm gonna come back here to Sly, buy another Mars shard. There's also some places that I will go first in Forgotten Crossroads that I know there's. Oh, Tuesday. He's saying you'll find no great warriors in this area. And he wants me to come. What? He wants me to do what? What the hell? Oh hell nah. Oh hell nah. Anyway, I'm gonna go. So now you can see the pins of where stuff is. I'm gonna go below, like left of the stag. There's a bench. I'm gonna go below that. So that's where that. Fuck. That's where the hot spring is, and hot springs replenish your soul. Replenish your soul. Is this way? It is not this way. It is this way. It's not. It's not it. I don't mind killing these guys because they're not that hard to kill and they add to the contest. I don't care about going up there. If you think you're in danger, then okay, this is where I want to go. Now noticing that, look, you can see it there. There's a Mars shot. Looks like I need double jump to get up there, but I'm trying to remember if there's another way. I don't think there is. I know that, like, for instance, this dude and if I can keep him alive through this gauntlet stuff, this and pogo off him and get up. boxes, you'll see I get the extra mask. And I don't have a lot of coins because I just spent them. So what I did there, because normally I can't do this, so I led the flight through all those goes. I'm here because I know when I downswing, I get higher, go higher. So I use that and I downswing, a little extra high, and then I can go up there before I get the item for double jump. Which is good, because that means... Where am I going? I don't know. I think... I know I said I was going to go do a great thing. I'm kind of closer to checking here. Oh. Which I think is an entrance to fire. So the next story item I want to get is Mantis Claws. Because I think from here... Yeah, I can dash up to here. So that area wouldn't never have been able to reach without dash. Well, you can, but I wouldn't be able to do it. So now that I've got dash, I'm able to get down here. So you can see it's all mushroomy. So if I get down, I'll be in a new area called Fungal Waste. But I want to check out what's over here first. Oh, so see how the floor's rattling here? That means if I had the spell dive, I'd be able to do something there. But I don't. So I'm going to go down here. And this is Fungal Waste. Another place, as it says. There's these dudes, they spit flames, you go down, below them. But they don't spit straight under themselves, they can spit a little into the side. But they do. These guys, they're just like the dudes in Green Path. Spell shot. And there is acid a lot of the time. Yeah. Just bury that. Use a down feature if you use your next die. Here is your favorite Leg Eater. Leg Eater. So we don't have the map, so we have to put it on the phone. This is Leg Eater. You can smell. I can smell. Pay to see something else. This so you have to pay him to open his shop. So what all these are is they are fragile, which means that if you die with them on, they break, and you can't use them ever again. This strength gives you a lot more damage, greed means you get more money, and heart gives you 2 extra hearts, or masks. But if you die with them on, they break forever. There is a way to make them unbreakable. You can make one unbreakable without... I think you can make one unbreakable without any repercussions, but you need to pay like 6,000 geo. It's way later in the game. But if you do 2, the best one to do is just make this one unbreakable. If you do 2, I think Leg Eater gets found and eaten. Which Leg Eater is just a cutesy. Now we can't get through here because the way I'll do it is I'll get something that is missed here, which means you can swim in the acid. But you can also do it that you can get Crystal Dash or Mantis, and you can like cling onto the side, like down below me, right there, and then Crystal Dash over and jump up with Mantis Claw. But anyway, not something you can do. So yeah, maybe if I can pull that. This is kind of where like the look down function comes in. I think I want to get this one. These dudes will roll at you and leave leave a stream behind them, so you kind of need to. So I'd suggest like either spelling them or running away from them. Little baby. Yeah, he's gonna kill himself. Over here, there's a big gate. You can't unlock this until later. Not much. That is explosive. That will blow up. Like that. And it does 2 hearts of damage. I don't really get hit by this. So the best bet is to have the have it miss you and then go. Yeah, still don't have the map for this. Kind of just free ball. And but they can get taken out, which is a little bit of respite. Don't know where I'm going right now. I can just. Okay, this is something that we can't see yet because we haven't gotten something called the Dream Nail. When we get the Dream Nail, there'll be a boss to fight here called Elder Who and Pancakes here. I don't want to fight that one again, so I'm just gonna go here. This isn't a boss, so it's gonna seem like it is. Cloth! Sure hope she doesn't get skewered. Cloth is a big adventurer with a big club. And this is something that took me literally fucking ages to figure out. I shouldn't have broken that. Because this gives you a bounce. Okay, you need Mantis Claw to get up there. These, like, it looks like they're just a little bouncy, but you need to downswing them and give you big bounce. That. And that's just a shortcut. These guys explode. They're not. Oh, they do explode again. They're like the dudes. Oh, Hornet! What the hell? Alright, we can get you. I don't think we can do this yet because we don't have Mantis Claw. Hornet. Yeah, so here, what do we do? Can't get up there. Need Mantis Claw, which is what I am trying to go and get now. Oh my god. Jump scare. Okay. And that's it. But it is kind of a hard. Okay, these guys still do they do go back. I think I want to go through here. I think there's a lever. These guys are just they don't spit out. side of that wall. Here. So you need to alternate between down slashing on that and up slashing on I can see him. Look, there's his pages. Connie Ford! Connie Ford, hello!
I have no kitchen.
Connie Ford. Yes, give me the map.
Chocolate, correct this.
I spelled that.
Oh, not on that.
Touch your map in there.
Chocolate, correct this.
Oh, it's because I'm
Oh, not on that.
left clicking instead of pressing W. Space. So now, see everywhere I've been? So that bench, you can see there, that's where Legator was. And then that big room with the horned dude at the end, who is the actual knight, not false knight, who was a maggot in the armor of that actual knight. It's a statue of him. That's the big long room that I said we need to have Queen's Garden Station, which we're going to go to, is one of the biggest stations, second biggest stations in the game. And that's a good place to go. Check that out. Yeah, check that out first, then we'll go to the next boss. Well, actually, go to sleep. And but this is where I'll be going. And I'm not bothering about healing right now because I know I'm about to sit in a Quidol.
Go 啊，你都来了
Isn't
Mac。
this something I not expected to discover so huge a stag station after that foggy descent? Okay, so he said foggy descent because he came through Fog Canyon, which is an area that I'll dip into to show you, which is the way you're kind of meant to come, but it doesn't really matter. Bugs of Hollow Nest must have been an impressive lot building this. Dangerous creatures haven't made their way in here yet, so no enemies in here. This is the stag station. Oh no, sorry. This motherfucker. Willoth. She's eating some. She puts her head up there. She's having a munch. Anyway, let's look at the station. This is station. Yes, barely have enough money to do that. And in Queen Station, there's a couple like little puzzles, but don't have manual score yet. So. And these vines aren't like spikes in the way that like spikes you can get height off when you downswing, but you'll see they don't get any height by slashing against and that's what you'll get a Mars Shard once you get solve that little thing. But I cannot do that right now. I will pop my head into Fog Canyon so you can see what it looks like. Fog Canyon is like this pink area. It has these jellyfish. So the little ones don't do anything. Like they don't attack, they just move, and if you touch them, they move. The big ones, if you kill them, they shoot. They're very hard to dodge. They shoot with explosive which like has like tracking on you. And these guys only take one hit, so I'm gonna try and do a successful push. To show you what it looks like. Because the things, so they'll go back, and then you kind of need to dodge R-dash right as it's coming away. Let's see if I can do it this way. Let me just heal up. Okay, so here I'm gonna hide. No, not. Oh, and I just cancelled that. So I don't have the map for Fog Canyon yet. Okay, I'm gonna try and do it on this dude. So that one, I hit the wall before it hit me. And I can't do anything. Because I can't go up, and I can't go up. Anyway, the other thing I want to show you is... So, there's a lady here, Lilibel,
Oh, Bakura Finello.
and she provides a banking service. Which I don't have the money
Bada,
for.
bada.
And you can come here and you can give her your money, and then if you die 2 times in a row, like you don't get your share back, then she'll have your money in a little bank. If you trust her. Anyway. So, I think I am going to sit a bench, because the next thing that I want to do is I want to go down that, so like there's Queen Station is right there, and then down to the right a little bit there's a down transition, like right next to the end of station. That's where I want to go down to do the next kind of boss and stuff like that, to get the Mantis Claw and stuff like that. The Mantis Claw lets you, like if I'm in contact with the wall here, I can jump off the wall. Like I'll slide down a bit slower than this, but then it will kind of hold me on the wall and I can jump off it. Which is what I want to do next. So that saves the game, and then we can click to menu. And yeah. So that's the first thing. I hope it all worked. I'm not really going to edit it because I feel like I was talking and doing stuff the whole time anyway. There wasn't like big moments of me not doing anything. So